Hey everyone, my name is Samriddhi Bammidi and I'm currently pursuing law from Maharashtra National Law University, Aurangabad. Today we'll be studying something very essential when we talk about jurisprudence. It's the legal personality. Now, to begin with, what is personality? Personality is derived from a Latin word persona, which means mask. This, in legal theory, entails the possession of those characteristics which particularly human beings possess, or those characteristics that belong particularly to mankind. That is the power of speech, that of choice, the power of thought. So far as the legal theory is concerned, a person can be any being whom the law regards as capable of possessing or having rights and duties. Now, persons can be of two types. One, the natural person, and the second, legal persons. Now, natural persons are human beings. All human beings are natural persons. But who are legal persons? Well, legal persons are beings, either real or imaginary, who, for the purpose of legal reasoning, are considered in greater or less degree in the same way as human beings are considered. Now, if you see or look at natural persons, they are born naturally by nature, and it is only after that that the role of legal system arises. But legal persons are those things which are treated so by law. So they are created by law only. Since it was felt by the dynamic society that the natural persons themselves cannot take the responsibility of all their activities, therefore, it was thought necessary to confer legal personality to not only living entities but also the non living ones. In modern times, with a few exceptions, legal personality is granted to almost all human beings. It is important to note here that all natural persons are not legal persons. To make it more clear, there are some human beings which are not accorded the status of legal persons. Now, who are they? These include minors, lunatics, idiots, dead persons, etc. Legal theory assumes that a person is an entity which is capable of being sued as well as of suing. So, while the above mentioned persons can't sue or be sued, legal persons are someone who are juristic, artificial, moral, or fictitious. They have rights and duties, they can sue as well as be sued. Now, if you talk about university, states, corporations, autonomous institutions, etc., they are all artificial persons, which are, by the fiction of law, conferred the status of legal personality. Human beings, similarly, are transformed into juristic persons. But you always need to remember, while studying legal personality, that legal personality as such is the fiction of law, which means it is solely the creation of law. Now, if you look at a few aspects in legal personality, we can talk about lower animals, dead men, unborn persons. Now, very reasonably, all these form under the category of those persons which do not have the status of legal person. Now, legal persons, being the arbitrary creation of law, may be of many kinds, as many as the law pleases. But the important ones to note and keep in mind are corporations and companies, the state, charitable trust, trust estate, registered trade unions, the friendly societies, other associations, institutions like hospital, universities, church, college, railways, etc. Now, legal personality is attained when law recognizes a single entity over and above the group of the individual or thing, which though represents the group of individuals or the thing, but is distinct from them. The unincorporated associations, example, a club, may not be accorded the status of legal personality. Now, you may guess or think, why is it so? Well, it is so because the rights and duties of a club are nothing more than the rights and duties of its member. So the club does not have or possess a status or personality different from the members of the club. which is why it is not a legal personality. To give you another example to make this concept crystal clear, take the example of a partnership firm. Now, a partnership firm is not a legal person, but it resembles very closely to one in many ways. It can sue and be sued in its own name, and its property is separate from the property of its partners or members. But the rights of the partnership are in fact the rights of the partners, as are its liabilities. For the partners of the firm are in general fully liable personally for the debts that the firm owes. In contrast, when we talk about a corporation or say a company, in law it is distinct from its members. The members are not liable personally for the debts of the company or corporation. Therefore, we must always remember that a corporation or company is not a mere aggregate of shareholders or stakeholders, which is why it is identified as different from a partnership form. A partnership form is not a legal person, whereas a company or a corporation is a legal person. These were few examples to get you very clear with the idea and concept of legal personality. See you next.